I'll get an update from Kisumu County, where Laura Otieno is on standby to tell us about a briefing that's expected any time now. Farmers who operate in Nyanza and Western, in terms of their businesses, sugarcane, want to talk a little bit about the gazettement of cane zoning regulations. To give us more details, Laura can now update us. Laura, what's the latest in regards to that?
Well, thank you very much, Wahiga. And as indeed you have said, the gazettement of the sugarcane zoning policy has brought quite some bitter taste in the sugar industry here in the Western region. And so a section of farmers were opposing the gazettement of that notice, saying that farmers should be allowed to be selling their cane to whoever they choose. So, of course, today we expect a group of farmers from the larger Western region to basically come and give their side of the story on that. Of course, the gazettement notice was published earlier this month, and of course, one of the reasons why that led to the publishing rather of that gazettement notice was the fact that the government is trying to revive most state-owned millers, which have been rocked with quite a number of issues, most of them arising from cane poaching, where private millers had encroached into areas close to state-owned millers and basically were taking sugarcane from, which is the raw material for processing sugar, from the main state-owned millers, and therefore leaving them estranged. And of course, it has been quite an ongoing battle for years. Since I think 4 years now, it has been quite a hot issue on the table, because among other issues include accruing of debts of up to 80 million cumulatively of all the sugar factories around this area. Of course, there is the debate on privatization, and of course now when devolution came down, of course every county is also trying to basically try to get a share of the sugar companies that are in their region. So of course, what we understand from the gazettement notice is that county governments will be tasked with the demarcation of deciding which area specifically which farmers will be supplying their cane to and what miller. And one of the concerns that the farmers were raising is that state-owned millers were delaying in terms of payments, and that is why one of the reasons why cane poaching became very popular, because most of the private millers were making their payments more promptly, and of course they were giving better contracts to farmers, and therefore more farmers are fluctuated to produce cane for private millers. But then now they're saying that the gazettement of this notice is going to hurt them, because they're going to be compelled to be supplying their cane to state-owned millers whose payments really take a long time. And of course, one of the arguments that they were putting on the table is that some of them have debts dating back to 2015, and they're just wondering what happens to those debts if they're going to be paid fast, or they're going to be incorporated into the new policy. So of course, those are some of the issues that we will be expecting to hear if they will be addressing. But as it stands, they should be complying to the new sugarcane zoning policies as gazetted. Wahiga.
Thank you so much, Laura, for that update.